Welcome to GracieKids.com. Thanks for visiting. My name is Henner Gracie, and for those who don't know, this is me here on the right, my brother Hidon on the left, and we're surrounded by the bully-proof bunch. We have Alyssa, Haley, and Rayanne, as well as Mashad, and then we have Henon and Horan Gracie, our little brothers. So they're the ones who will be helping us guide you and your child through the Gracie Bully-Proof program, so you'll get to know them real well. Before we get started with the actual guided tour, I wanted to give you an idea of how we got to where we are today and what exactly this program can do for your child. The teaching methods and techniques featured in the Gracie Bully-Proof program have been used by my family for 3 generations, and even though we've successfully bully-proofed tens of thousands of children at the certified Gracie Bully-Proof training centers around the world, there are millions more that need our help, and that's what inspired us to digitally record our complete kids curriculum and make it available online and on DVD. The response has been astronomical. Not only has the program given parents everywhere a step-by-step program to guarantee their children's confidence, but it's given them an excuse to hang out with their children, bringing families closer together. Since the launch of this website, we've received tons of testimonials from Gracie Bully-Proof families around the world, and we've posted them here for you to see, so be sure to check them out before you get started. At the Gracie Academy, we strongly believe that although schools need to do their part to prevent bullying, school policy alone cannot guarantee your child's safety. The only way to truly bully-proof your child is to instill unshakable confidence so they can deal with the bullies on their own. It is a known fact that bullying is predicated on fear, and many psychologists say that the only reliable way to stop a persistent bully is to confront them with confidence. But this is much easier said than done. How can we expect any child to stand up to a bully with confidence if deep down inside they feel they might get beat up? And that's where Gracie Bully-Proof comes into play. By teaching your child the techniques to stay safe during a physical attack, you eliminate their fear of being injured, and as a result they can address the bullies with confidence and end the torment without violence. The most common misconception with the Gracie Bully-Proof program is that we are teaching our students to fight violence with violence, and some critics think we are creating bullies, but this couldn't be further from the truth. First of all, we teach children never to initiate physical contact and only to act in self-defense. All the techniques we show are in response to physical aggression from the bully, and unlike most other martial arts which rely heavily on violent strikes, the Gracie Bully-Proof techniques are totally non-violent. If attacked, we teach our children how to use simple control holds to neutralize the threat without throwing a single punch or kick. In fact, since the Gracie Bully-Proof techniques are 100% responsive and totally non-violent, they have been deemed acceptable by many school districts in the U.S. Now we realize that although all children deserve the opportunity to have unshakable confidence, not all families can afford the program. To ensure that all children have access to this potentially life-saving information, we created the Gracie Bully-Proof Scholarship Program. To see if your child qualifies, simply scroll down here on the home page and click on this banner and submit a very basic application, and we'll see what we can do to help. Alright, let's get on with this tour, shall we? So let's head back to the top, starting with the curriculum. Alright, so just to be very clear, the complete Gracie Bully-Proof curriculum can be purchased and viewed in online streaming video format through this website, or if you prefer to learn from DVD, the exact same program can be purchased on DVD by clicking on this link here, which will take you to the Gracie store. So in either case, the actual instructional videos are exactly the same. So take your pick based on whatever your learning preference is. Now, the complete Gracie Bully-Proof curriculum is made up of 4 primary courses. Parent Preparation Course, Gracie Games, Rules of Engagement, Junior Combatives, and we have a bonus course called Gracie Kids Safe, our Child Abduction Prevention course. Parent Preparation Course. This is the only segment of the curriculum that is designed to be watched by you without your child. What do we show you here? Everything. All the tricks of the trade, basically everything you need to know to excite your child about the learning process, to engage them, to make it fun, everything you need to do and not do to make sure that the Gracie Bully-Proof program is a success in your home. Now what's great is that many of the teaching methodologies you'll learn here will translate into other areas of your life and your child's life. So we've got a lot of positive feedback about this. Be sure to check this out before you get started. Once you understand the teaching methodologies, Gracie Games, 10 playful exercises, 3 levels of intensity for each game. Incredible fun. The only objective here is to get your child engaged and falling in love with the process of learning this incredible art and discipline. The key with the Gracie Games is very low expectations. You know, keep it fun, keep it playful, and modify the intensity levels so that the kids having a blast the whole time. While playing these games, you will be instilling kind of the fundamental principles and understanding of the techniques and movements in your child so that they're ready to learn the more advanced techniques later down the road. Once they've fallen in love with the learning process and you're ready to begin teaching them more advanced techniques, it's time for them to learn the rules of engagement. Before you get into the more mature junior combative techniques, we need your child to understand the rules regarding the use of all these techniques so that they're never abused or used for the wrong reason. Furthermore, in the rules of engagement, we explain the verbal jiu-jitsu strategies, which basically teach your child how to address and basically diffuse bullying situations without violence. And very, very critical. So check this out, and this is also to be watched with your child. Once they understand the rules regarding the use, then we go into junior combatives. This is where your child's confidence will skyrocket. 33 techniques. And control tactics, no punches or kicks, totally non-violent, 100% self-defense techniques that are all to be used in response to the bully's aggression. These are slightly more complex than the Gracie games, but by the time your child gets here, they'll be ready to learn, they'll be eager to learn, and they'll have a blast doing that. So junior combatives. Gracie Kid Safe is the bonus program. The information in this program could literally save your child's life. Broken down into 6 mini courses: school safety, street smarts, internet danger, house rules, emergency escapes, and drug defense. In the drug defense talk, my brother Hidon and I share the specific strategies we use to resist peer pressure and avoid drugs and alcohol during those critical middle school and high school years. So very valuable information here. Even though it's a pretty mature topic and it can be kind of scary to talk about child abductors, we present the information in a way that makes it appropriate for children of all ages. So maybe you want to check this one out first, make sure you approve of the way in which it's presented, and if so, sit down with your child and watch these one at a time and talk about this stuff. I mean, again, this information and their awareness, their overall awareness of the threats that are out there could literally save their life. So there you have it. This is the curriculum section. You can click on these buttons here to learn more about each course or to purchase different segments of the curriculum. But the best part about all this is that when you create a free GracieKids.com student profile, much of what you see here appears in your lesson library absolutely free. Parent preparation, free. Rules of engagement, free. Gracie Kids Safe, free. The only paid portions are the Gracie games and the junior combatives lessons. So let's go ahead and create a free student profile so that you can see how easy it is and what shows up in the library when we get there. The key thing to know about creating a profile is that you have a primary account and then you have sub-accounts. Primary account is you, the parent or guardian. Sub-accounts are for any of the children you'll be guiding through the program. So let's go ahead and create a dummy account. So now we'll create sub-accounts for any children that we have or that we'll be guiding through the program. So I'll make up some fake kids. We'll call this one Huff Gracie, my son. The R's are pronounced with H's in Portuguese, so that's why it's Huff. So you see Huff is over here, and then we'll do another one for Haley Gracie, my imaginary daughter. So there you have it. Now we have 2 sub-accounts, and we under my primary account, and let's go to the lesson library so we can see what kind of things we have in there. We click here for my lessons, and there we have it. This is your lesson library. This is where you spend most of your time, checking out your lessons, tracking progress for your children. Huff and Haley are over here. When they're ready, they can take belt tests by clicking on either of these links. We'll talk about that later. First of all, let's check this out, lesson library. Click on this button here to expand. Boom. Boom. It shows you all the free lessons we have automatically loaded. Parent preparation course, 100% detail there. Gracie games, we have some free samples. We have the intro class and we have Crazy Horse, one of the favorite games of all time. I want to watch this so I can show you how the lesson interface works. So here we are. This is the lesson player. Multi-view, video, forum, chat room, slides. And as you'll see in just a minute or two, the slide will change to have the most essential details that pertain to this level. Level 1 is called the backpack. Level 2, sneak attack. Level 3, crazy combo. Obviously you can choose over here what you want to watch. Indicator, essential detail, most common mistake, safety tip, transfer teaching tip, basically how to teach most effectively this technique. So there you have it. If you want a larger video within the player, click here. Maximize the video. To make that even larger, click on this full screen icon down in the bottom corner here. I won't do that right now. This is your player controls down here. What's really cool is that you can set a bookmark if you want. Let's say I want to show Horan putting the hooks in. So I pause right here. Boom. I go set. Bookmark. Horan's hooks. Save. And now we can continue playing here But what you'll notice, I'm going to move this little bar, is that there's a little bookmark there. So I go view my bookmarks. Oh, there's Horan's hooks. Let's click on that. And it goes back to Horan's hooks where we left off. So if you want to show someone a detail, it's a great reference tool. Let's go back to multi-view, the chat room. You click in here, you enter chat. You talk to other people who are concurrently viewing this same lesson right now around the world, and they can answer questions for you. Forum, which is right here. Click on this forum button, and you can enter forum. Now the forum questions are answered by Gracie Academy instructors or myself or my brothers. So give them a little more time to be answered. But this is like, if you have a question about the technique or how to practice or how to teach it, you would ask it here, and we'll definitely try to help you out. Back to multi-view. So there you have it. Slide view. You can just kind of change the focus of the player. One of my favorite features is this. Once a slice ends, check it out. We move this to the end of this slice or level. And you'll see it's going to end. And look what happens. Please pause video and follow practice instructions. So we're going to pause the video. And then we're going to click launch silent demo. So we just saw the first technique, the backpack being demonstrated. Launch silent demo. And look what happens. It pops up with a little window in which we demonstrate without teaching, without words, without confusion. We just show how we want you and your child to practice this technique in your living room. Now, there's Alyssa, and obviously you can see how gentle Hidon's going with Alyssa. She's 4 years old. Obviously with the older kids, Hidon would go crazier, but it's Alyssa. She's young, so we go easy for now. And what's cool about this is once it ends, watch what happens. Automatic loop. So it goes right back to the beginning. Without me pressing anything, you can be practicing with your child and just look up and see the techniques. For such a basic technique like this, it's not a big deal, but when the techniques get more complex, it's very helpful to have a video demonstration available to you at all times so that if you lose track, you know what to, you know where the foot's supposed to be, where the details and hands are supposed to go. It's a very easy reference. If you want to maximize that, click this icon here, full screen. No problem. Okay, let's close this. Let's get back into the lesson. So you click the play button. And check it out. Goes to level 2, changes the slide, sneak attack, next level, and off we go. So there you have it. This is the video player. Let's go back to the lesson library by clicking my lessons here. So here we are. These are all your lessons. As you purchase more lessons in the curriculum section here or here, they'll automatically show up in your library and they're viewable forever. One more thing I wanted to show you here. Let's say you just watched the Crazy Horse, but you intend to practice this game somewhere else, away from the television screen. It helps to have a complete PDF printout of all the details of the lesson. Introduction, overview, indicator, essential details. All the details that appear in the slide are broken down here for you. So you can print these out, make a notebook, and use them to guide and assist you during training sessions away from the television screen or computer screen. Tracking progress. Huff Gracie and Haley Gracie. If you buy the DVDs, it comes with an actual physical jiu-jitsu journal that allows you to track the progress for each of your children as they climb through the program. But if you purchase the course online, you don't have a physical actual journal. Although you can purchase one, we made it available for download here. Just click on this link and it opens up in PDF format. You can print that out and make it happen. Even better, if you have constant internet access, click here, My Jiu-Jitsu Journal. This is a customizable digital jiu-jitsu journal for each child. You choose which child you want to track. And you have the belts, white belt, yellow, as they earn their belts. Right now we're still white belt, and we're working on our first stripe. Click on this, and look, 20 classes to the first stripe on the white belt. You click update status. Let's say today we did. Done. And look how nice. Your child can track their own progress so they know what day they did it on, what techniques they did, and of course, after 20 lessons, you're going to award them their first stripe on their white belt. We'll talk more about that in a second. If I want to track for Haley's, I click here and switch it up. So there you have it. First stripe, second stripe, third stripe, fourth stripe, then they test for their belt. Let's talk about testing. Testing center. So this is where we lay out the entire belt system and testing process. Here are the 10 belts for the Gracie Bullyproof system. Just as we do with kids here at the Gracie Academy, every 20 classes you will award your child with one stripe on their belt on our behalf. Once your child earns 4 stripes, they'll qualify to submit a test. Here we show how to award the stripes, proper stripe placement and positioning, and if you want to purchase a white belt for your child, you can do so in the Gracie store. You can also purchase gi uniforms. A lot of kids like having a uniform, makes it more official, especially if you as the parent have a uniform as well. I mean, it doesn't get more fun than that. So the belt process, you can read about that here. Let's talk about the testing process. Step 1, earn your 4 stripes.